Hello, everybody, and welcome to Courtside for Game 2 of our quadruple header that we're bringing you or recording here on a Wednesday after Christmas 2017 in the Holiday Festival Basketball Tournament at Nashua High South. This game is the North Girls against Merrimack, and Merrimack's first lay-in attempt falls short underneath the basket. They've had some games under their belt, including head-to-head earlier in this month, Jason.
Yeah, that's right. Merrimack beat this Nashua North team about a little less than 2 weeks ago, I believe it was, and so they're probably very familiar with one another.
True. And it was a 12-point difference.
I believe it was 12 points as
Merrimack won that game on December 15th as we play this on the 28th of December, the Wednesday after Christmas 2017. Wishing everybody a safe, happy, and healthy New Year 2018. Got a lot of exciting basketball we played, boys and girls here at Nashua High South. John Collins with Jason Roby. Our cameraman is Tim O'Neill.
Jen Chambers hits 2 free throws there. Give Merrimack an early 2-0 lead in the first quarter. Merrimack playing a man-to-man defense.
Ariana Motivala, who's been a member of this Nashua North team since a freshman, hits the runner baseline. Ariana Motivala gets the Titans on the score sheet, ties it at 2. 4 8-minute quarters. We played a minute. A runner fouled before the shot. 5 players on the court. Jaden Smith, number 23 for North. Number 12 is Catherine Carr, the forward center. Number 10 is Danielle Upton. Number 3 is Alana Choate.
It's a Nashua North team that comes into this game at 1-3, but really had a couple of real close losses and could just as easily be 3-1, which is Merrimack's record coming into the game, including that victory over Nashua North that we spoke about earlier.
Well, North needs to slow down the pace of the fouls. They've got 3 team fouls in a minute and 2 seconds so far into this game. Part of the free throw is Abby Yuan.
Yuan hits the first part of that. Excuse me, John. It looks like Merrimack real aggressive going to the basket, looking to draw those fouls. Good rebound there by Jaden Smith as North tries to transition to the offensive side.
North moving the ball around, but getting in the passing lane was Courtney Schaub, number 23 for Merrimack. That produces a fast break basket for Sabrina Johnson. 5-2, the Tomahawk lead early.
This is a Merrimack team that looks extremely quick.
They do.
There again, ball on the floor, stolen there by Merrimack, and they are on the move once again. They have the numbers in transition.
Unfortunately, Jaden Smith losing her footing, producing this possession for Merrimack. Long shot by Abby Yuan, doesn't go. A jump ball possession arrow for the moment favors Merrimack, so they'll get a second chance, next second bite at the apple here.
And that was Courtney Schaub on the rebound for Merrimack. And they're having a discussion. Looks like they did not change the possession arrow. They had made a mistake there. So it looks like possession is going to go back over to Nashua North. The possession arrow was changed prior to the referee seeing it. So North gets the possession here.
Ariana Motivala doing the ball handling. Far sideline, Danielle Upton bounce pass finds Motivala for the return. Shot doesn't go for Danielle Upton. She will shoot it from distance. Nearly a travel there. Courtney Schaub just managed to keep a piece of her pivot foot in contact with the court. Apparently, Riley Crampton moving through.
Good quick hands there by Motivala. Excuse me, John. Good quick hands there by Motivala leads to a double dribble by Merrimack. So Nashua North will set up their offense here as Merrimack picks up half-court man-to-man defense.
Jaden Smith with her back to the basket. Now she turns, tries to pass it to Motivala on the fly, but it ends up being stolen by Courtney Schaub. Yuan feeds Johnson on the wing.
That was Jenna Chambers on a nice feed.
Jenna Chambers makes it a 7-2 lead for Merrimack.
It looks like North can find Upton. She was wide open last time down the floor. They just didn't find her.
Jaden Smith with a nice looking high arcing shot from just inside the 3-point arc. Only the second basket of the game for North.
North tried to apply some full court pressure there. Merrimack breaks it with ease. And it looked like position had been established by Catherine Carr, but they're going to call the block.
Tim O'Neill, who's our cameraman, couldn't believe what he was seeing too, just to back up what you were saying, Jason. It was our buddy Brad Sapanis, though.
Yeah, Brad made the call.
He
played football for a year, played baseball at Nashua North, Boston College.
That was a blocking foul.
Of course, he doesn't have the beauty of seeing it here
in high def, in high def, that looked like a charge. That's one of the most debatable calls on all of sports, the charge of the block in basketball. There's like a split-second difference between when is the established position and when not. And often people think the officials are wrong on it. Beautiful drive and scoop shot by Ariana Motivala.
Yeah, Motivala did a nice job of avoiding contact with the Merrimack defender. Goes up for two. Now that's definitely a block, and you could see it there. Catherine Carr didn't have position and couldn't get to the baseline in time, so she's called for the block.
There was no more rhythmical name in all of sports than Ariana Motivala.
That's pretty good, isn't it?
Yeah. Let's say it for one more year, which is a bonus. Merrimack with a one-score difference, trying to add to their lead again, get some more breathing room. They're up 8-6. They beat North just 2 weeks ago by 12 points. It's a rematch here in the Holiday Festival basketball tournament venue. Driving, Alana Choate got fouled on the way through the paint.
Choate fouled. She's going in. She's going to, it looks like it was on the floor, John, right? So North will get possession underneath their hoop. Got to move their feet. They get the ball into Caitlin Lorendi. She's going to get called for a travel there. Once again, North, though, setting up their full court pressure.
Caitlin Lorendi's name sounds familiar. It's Dante Lorendi's daughter.
Yeah, absolutely correct.
Coach.
Yeah, absolutely correct.
North.
Head football coach for North, and his wife was a member of those great Nashua high school basketball teams before the split of the two schools.
Now you're going to have to trot out the maiden name, huh?
Right. So we know that. So we know
Her
that
name before she was Lorendi.
The athleticism comes from the mother's side, clearly.
Salam! Oh my gosh, one football coach going after another there.
And I think Dante would tell you the same thing.
3-point attempt, nice looking shot, but long on the shot. Was Twardowski. Merrimack gets the rebound, the missback. 8-6, trying to add to their 2-point lead. Twardowski misses to the left this time. She's trying to find her hot spot on the court. She hasn't yet. Bounce pass in traffic is completed, and it falls for Sabrina Johnson.
Yeah, Johnson had all kinds of hands going for the ball, and she just powered it up there as North tries to transition really quickly here. They move the ball around well. Lorendi's three gets blocked, but she follows it.
Scramble for the loose ball on the floor. Merrimack almost came away with it. Now they call it a jump ball. I think.
Oh, a foul call there. They're calling
a
foul. Yeah.
Okay, that makes more sense because it did look like Alana Choate had secured possession before contact was made.
And just so you know, McCullion is the maiden name, Kim McCullion.
Oh, good job.
Thank you.
You didn't have to look that up?
No, I knew it, yeah. I wanted to wait to give it a chance to interject there at the right time.
Yeah. Well, we were just reminiscing about those teams.
Yeah, boy, I'll tell you.
As Jason told this great story about his first experience with Nashua High South Sports, walking into the gym during the glory years of Nashua High South girls basketball in the late 90s.
I had never seen anything like it. Those teams coached by John Fagula, and you know, national champions one year. I believe it was, I want to say it was 1987. I don't know if there's a banner in here or not.
National
They were
champions.
recognized as the national champion, #1 by USA Today. I think it was 1987. I'm not 100% sure of that.
That sounds right. And of course, they ran the table there for a while. 99, 2000, 2001, 2003, 2004. New Hampshire girls basketball state champions, Nashua High South. Of course, it was before the split.
Right, right. Those are some very, very good basketball teams. Very good teams.
At the line for Merrimack is Abby Yuan. Last name Y-U-A-N. Makes it.
Checking in for the Titans, number 10, Danielle Upton.
Checking out of the game for North is Caitlin Lorendi. As we await second shot by Abby Yuan, missed, and rebound North. 11-6.
Danielle Upton bringing the ball to the floor for the Titans.
Baseline, running out of room and into some Merrimack arms.
Yeah, that reverse layup didn't have a chance. The Merrimack defenders are waiting right there for her on the baseline.
Julia Gagnon gets stuffed, and Merrimack travels. So
well, that worked out well for the Titans because they had two bodies flying into her. So that travel call works to the Titans' benefit for sure.
Yeah, if it wasn't a travel, it probably would have been a foul
Take
against
your
the
pick.
Titans.
Yeah.
Instead, they get possession as Ariana Modavala dribbles it through mid-court. Jordan Choate.
That's correct, yep.
Longest line of basketball players ever, the Choate family of Nashua. Off the glass and in, a sweet kiss off the glass.
Did Ari call glass? That's the question. If she called glass, I think it's worth more than the two.
Yes, in some circles. Driving layup is good.
Good penetration there. She did Teresa Twardowski. She started, she stopped, she started again. Just a nice move.
Teresa Twardowski.
It's a great name.
Yep, it's in the alliteration Hall of Fame here in Nashua High School, NashuaETV Sports.
Great drive to the hoop there by Modavala. She's fouled going up. She's going to shoot a pair here.
Modavala at the line, shooting 2.
In and out.
Checking in for the Tomahawks, number 24, McKenna.
Merrimack making some changes here as
And number 41, Sabrina
Bridget
Johnson.
Keevy checks into the game, or excuse me, Riley Crampton and Sabrina Johnson check into the game as Modavala makes her second.
Full court press being put on by the Titans here, and it produces results. Bressapatis had his arm out, pointing possession for North, and unfortunately, he low-bridged to Danielle Upton.
Upton's a tough kid.
Yeah, she's smiling after that, but it's unfortunate. But it is a great full-court press that produces a turnover, and North has a chance to add to their 13-9 lead here.
And good for Danny that Brad played football for me for a year as a wide receiver and a defensive back. He was no more of an offensive player, so probably didn't hurt Danielle too much.
Actually, they have Merrimack as the home team.
Yeah, I saw that, huh?
Tim was alert to that. He programmed our screen correctly. I should just read it off the screen. 15-9, Merrimack is up. I guess the people who create the decision on who's going to be home team, they want to let North know, you know what, you may be in Nashua. This is still not your home court.
That's interesting, isn't it? That's right.
Yeah. On the scoreboard here.
Modavala kind of taking the game over
Gym.
here for the Titans as she's
Makes
gets
it.
the lucky roll there on the foul shot.
And double digits for North. 15-10. They trail by 5. 14 seconds to go in the first quarter, as you can see. Two nice-looking free throws by Ariana Motivala, and it is a 4-point game.
North again extending that full court pressure. No call made there, and Merrimack breaks the press. That was Upton getting back on defense with the steal. 1 second left. Good if it goes.
Oh! Lana Choate with a running, jumping shot just before the buzzer. It would have counted, as Jason said, but we go to the second quarter. 15-11. Merrimack leads North by 4. A team that North lost to by 12 points only about 12, 13 days ago, Jason. You got to be a little bit encouraged about the score right now.
Certainly. I mean, the teams know each other a little bit better now, and you know, it's funny how basketball can change so quickly. I told you, I think the last game we covered, I had a chance to watch North and South boys play a scrimmage a couple of weeks ago, and with about 4 minutes to play, it was a 4-point game, and it ended up being about a 15 or 17-point win for South. So a game that can be so close can turn on a dime. You get a three-pointer, a turnover, another three-pointer, and suddenly what was close is now a blowout. So, but you're right. I think North has to feel pretty good about where they are heading into this second quarter. They're playing aggressive. They're getting some good boards. Motivala is crashing well. Upton's playing well defensively, and you know, they just have to limit what Merrimack does on the offensive end. I think this game is going to be a good one, no question.
Nobody's really lighting it up from distance for either team quite yet. Motivala would seem to have the potential to do that for North. Might be a way to even the score or even gain an advantage for the Titans. We'll see if...
Well, I think the other thing, too, is other than Motivala, Jaden Smith is the only one to score for Nashua North. So North's got to get some points from some other sources.
Right. Merrimack from in close doesn't go for Sam Page. Samantha Page misses. And
that's a good rebound there by Julia Gagnon of North.
Motivala stops and starts and gets called for travel.
Yeah, she used that move prior to that one and was able to get penetration of the basket that time. Just traveled a little bit too much.
Down court come the Tomahawks. Abby Yuan. Inside it goes to
good ball movement there.
Long on the three-pointer was Jolie Jacoby, senior guard.
That ball went off Motivala's fingertips, so Merrimack will retain possession here.
Riley Crampton doing the inbounding for Merrimack in the blue uniforms. Titans of Nashua North in the white. Merrimack missing some great looks at the basket here. Jump ball favors the Titans.
Luckily for the Titans there, because Samantha Page from Merrimack just split two defenders, went up and got that offensive rebound. So Titans are fortunate there as Merrimack applies some full court pressure.
A lot of choke back to Motivala, up ahead.
Break it nicely, had it. Looked like they called.
Official timeout. Resume play here. Neither team called timeout, but there was some kind of a interaction between the official and the Merrimack coach.
That actually helped.
North coach.
Yeah, that actually helped out Merrimack because it looked like Lillian Brooks was wide open on the backside for Nashua North.
Head coach for Nashua North is Christina Bean. Head coach for Merrimack is Courtney Cheatham. Driving baseline, loses it. It's a clean steal for Merrimack.
That was pretty good defense there by Sabrina Johnson. She got her hands on that ball as Upton was driving to the hoop.
Jolie Jacoby inbounds it, gets it back from Abby Wan. Jacoby being guarded by Lillian Brooks. Inside it goes and deflected away by Jaden Smith.
Good backside help, good weak side defense, backside help by Smith, and that ball goes off of Johnson's hands.
So it is Titan ball and the deflection out of bounds.
You see one thing the Titans are doing, they're keeping that ball away from the sideline, which is the right thing to do against that full court pressure because you're going to get trapped if you bring it too close to the sideline.
Choate corrals the high dribble but can't finish off the glass. Mad scramble for the loose ball in the court. Merrimack up with it. And Riley Crampton being guarded closely by Danielle Upton. Jolie Jacoby will shoot it from just inside the three-point arc. Misses, and Jaden Smith rebound.
Good job by Jaden on the boards.
Alana Choate, and a clean block is made by Riley Crampton. A little bit of luck involved as Alana Choate tried to cut inside or to the right, and the ball just happened to find the left hand of Riley Crampton.
Wozniak and Chambers come in for the Tomahawks as the ball goes off Smith's hands on the inbound pass. And here comes Merrimack in transition.
Jenna Chambers kicks it back out. Juan with the shot, and she makes it.
That's a good-looking shot there by Juan. She was the trailer on that fast break. She stopped at the foul line, and the kickback pass, nobody there for North.
Titans want to talk it over. They have not yet scored here in the second quarter play. 17-11, a 6-point advantage for Merrimack. John Collins with Jason Roby. It is the Wednesday after Christmas of 2017. Cameraman is Tim O'Neill. We have a combined boys and girls basketball tournament going on here at Nashua High South. And just down the street, we have the Conway Arena Hockey Tournament, where Tom King is now freezing. And it was cold yesterday.
You mean he's not getting Chick-fil-A sandwiches like you and I, John?
Yeah,
I'll tell you what.
Nice, warm, toasty basketball gym.
That inbound pass stolen there by Merrimack, again with the quick hands as they move the ball around the perimeter.
But hopefully South will come up on top against the Oakers of Coventry, Rhode Island, and we can see them in the final on Thursday or Friday. It'll be Friday at noon.
Motivala stops the ball just over half court. Titans look to get into their offensive set. Lana Choate with the dribble drive, kicks it back out to Motivala.
I'd like to see Ariana try a few long ones here. Jaden Smith drives.
Oh, great backside help defense there by number 21, Riley Campton.
Campton's going to go the distance, but her lay-in attempt too strong off the glass. Lana Choate able to come down with the defensive board, and she turns it into a, well, it's going to slow it down.
She loses her dribble, gives it off there to Upton. Oh, great kick out.
Jaden Smith,
well done.
Nice looking shot. There's a step inside the three-point arc, but it's good for two, and it's the first basket of the second quarter for the Titans.
North trying to extend some full court pressure here. Merrimack breaks it. That ball goes out of bounds and will stay Merrimack. That last basket there by Smith was a result of a dribble drive to the hoop. The defense collapsed. Great pass, kick out to Smith, who knocked it down.
It's nice when you make those shots, too, to put an exclamation point.
Great pick and roll there by Merrimack, executed by number 35, Jenna Chambers, and number 41, Sabrina Johnson.
Yeah, that whistle actually didn't help Merrimack because Abby Wan was standing all by herself with the pass, the bounce pass underneath the basket when they blew the whistle. Probably took an easy lay-in away. Instead, Sabrina Johnson will have to earn it at the free throw line. She hits the first one.
Good looking shot there by Johnson. One of the things you're seeing here, John, it looks like these kids having a little more luck with their free throws than the first game we saw earlier.
Yeah. And it's a minimal knee bend there, but it's good results for Sabrina Johnson. She hits both of her free throws, 19-13. Tomahawks up by 6 as Ariana Motivala directs traffic, finds Choate. Smith on the perimeter, wants to give it back to Choate, but tenacious defense by Merrimack produces a travel by Smith.
For the Tomahawks, number 3, Jolie Jacoby, and number 13, Teresa Twardowski.
Jolie Jacoby will do the inbounding for, actually, Jenna Chambers inbounds it. Teresa Twardowski switches directions, hands it off to Jolie Jacoby, who gets double teamed and ball stripped.
Yeah, Choate with the quick hands gets it back from Smith, and she'll bring the ball over half court and dribble drive. Goes with the left. A little too hard.
Can't finish that. Nice drive to the basket, and Merrimack promptly turns it over also. 3:30 to go, first half.
Merrimack definitely using their bench.
Titans defense has been pretty effective here in the second quarter. They just don't have the score to reflect that because they've only been able to score the one basket.
Again, only 2 Titans have put the ball in the hole so far for Nashua North as Choate sets up. And
just can't get it to go. Rebound, offensive rebound from Catherine Carr. Little whistle.
Double dribble.
Dribbling violation, tomahawk.
I will say that the dribble drive kick out seems to be something that Nashua North will look to here because the Merrimack defense is collapsing around those drives to the hoop, and it seems like the perimeter is wide open.
Could be there every time, maybe. Twardowski hands it off to Courtney Schaub in the corner.
And there you see, there's an example of dribble drive kick out.
Yeah, Sarah Wozniak was the beneficiary, but she was not able to finish with the shot. In the corner, Julia Gagnon dribbles out of trouble, driving, throws it up, gets her own rebound, but Merrimack takes it away. Sarah Wozniak twists away from Choate, gets her pocket pick though, and North with a bit of a fast break here. Choate ahead of the field.
That was a good bounce pass to Choate and a wise decision to bring it back out. She didn't have the numbers, so Titans will set up shop.
Motivala off a pick, driving, throws it up and gets fouled.
And again, John, you see the drive to the hoop and you look to your left and there's a wide open player on the baseline. I like the drive, but at some point, it'd be nice to see those kick out passes for those open 10-foot jump shots.
There's Jason thinking like a coach, and you're right.
And I'll tell you,
show up on the video too.
And again, there's a reason why I'm sitting up here and I'm not down there. But you know, to these eyes anyway, it appears that it could be there all day. So we have a discrepancy here with something on the scoreboard.
I think they're having that conversation. They say, was it 1987 when they had the national championship?
They're looking at the banners. Yeah.
Actually, I'm sure Brad Sapanis is not doing that, but maybe a problem with the score.
And maybe something that we had talked about earlier. Who's the home team? Who's the visiting team?
That one is missed, or maybe the number of fouls.
Oh. Yeah, travel there.
Yeah. So it seems that Merrimack has 5 team fouls, and one more would be the penalty, and
there you go. That's what the discussion was, maybe.
6.
Right.
Twardowski.
You know, in basketball, especially at the high school level, it always seems like the more the ball hits the ground, the worse off things are.
Lana Choate can't get it to fall.
Can't finish with the left.
So we had free throw practice from our first game. We're going to have
layup lines,
practice.
right?
And I guess what the kind of layup is what you need to practice when you're actually sprinting your hardest. It's got to be hard to control, but maybe to break it down a little bit at the end. I know in your playing days you would have jammed it.
I'll tell you what, I used to go to St. Yeah, both hands reverse. I used to go to St. Anselm College basketball camp. And Keith Dixon, who's still the coach there, he used to bring back old players on his team, and he would demonstrate how their kids practice. And they had a kid, I'll never forget this name, Jamie Cosgrove, and he put this young man through the paces, and he went 110 miles an hour for about a half an hour. And that's the way they practice. And you're absolutely right. You've got to do things at full speed. You have to, you know, play the practices like you play the games to simulate game speed, no question. But I'll never forget that. Jamie Cosgrove, and a great player he was, a blue-collar type player. And Coach Dixon just ran him from one side of the floor to the other.
He was okay with that?
I don't know if he was, because
he just did it.
He definitely, I don't know if he expected to go through that type of a workout, but
But the point of that was that showing how to practice it.
Showing that you practice it. You practice the way that you're going to play the game.
A minute to go in the first half. A low-scoring second quarter here. I think it's been 4-2, if I can remember correctly. Wasn't it 15-11?
I believe you're correct.
After the first quarter. Julia Gagnon, Ariana Motivala, and she gets
another
called.
travel. So again, you know, seems like every time the ball hits the floor, bad things are happening.
Half a minute to go. Merrimack with a chance to possibly get the last shot, although they're probably not paying that close attention to the clock. As Jason pointed out, no shot clock in New Hampshire high school basketball. And
there you go.
Turns it over.
Smith in transition. She doesn't have numbers, so it'd be interesting to see. Yeah, good move by Jaden there to set it up. Go for that last shot for the Titans.
Off of the fingertips of Abby Yuan, and the Titans will get possession back, but with just 6.9 seconds to go now. I'd like to see Motivala just shoot this if she gets it. No, Merrimack has it. 3 seconds.
Double dribble travel. Looks like
travels. 1.8 seconds. It's enough for a catch and shoot here on the offensive end for the Titans. This would be, actually, they're going to inbound it on the defensive side of the court, so that's tough. Somebody's got to come right there and catch it and shoot.
There it is.
And there it is.
Same team.
Turn around and shoot. Oh.
And that's just
some clock awareness.
Yeah, a matter of knowing how much time you have left on the clock. So
Jordan Choate with maybe a freshman mistake there. 19-13 your score at the end of the first half. North taking on Merrimack. These two teams meeting just under 2 weeks ago. Merrimack came up on top by 12. Fortunately, we're on pace for that right now. But we'll see if there can be a difference between this game and the last game when we come back with more second half action here on NashuaETV. Stay with us. It's the Holiday Festival Basketball Tournament sponsored by Chick-fil-A at Nashua High South.
Most party fouls are pretty dumb. But if you decide to drink and drive underage, you could lose your license and your freedom. Underage drinking and driving. The ultimate party foul.
Welcome back, everybody, to Nashua High School South's basketball gymnasium on the Wednesday after Christmas. It is the 2017 Holiday Festival Basketball Tournament here in Nashua, sponsored by Chick-fil-A. Halftime score, as you can see, Merrimack leading North 19-13 after a record low scoring second quarter that saw Merrimack score 4 points to only 2 points for North to produce this score.
Yeah, area of concern here, John, is if you look at Nashua North, only 2 players in the scorebook right now, and Motivala with 9 and Smith with 4. So they're going to have to reverse that trend if they want to get this game any closer.
That's Jason Roby. I'm John Collins, along with our cameraman, Tim O'Neill. We had alumni sighting at halftime as Steve Lane, the Nashua North boys basketball coach, was here, and standing next to him, Jason reminded me, was Vikvash Vadavel, who is a former basketball player here for North.
Yeah,
and,
for Nashua North.
You know what happened?
He's now at UConn, doing very well at the University of Connecticut. Not playing basketball, but his studies are going very well.
I wanted to say his name again.
Vishvash
really what it comes down to.
Yes,
he's also an immediate inductee into the NashuaETV Alliteration Hall.
There you
of
go.
Fame, along with Teresa Twardowski, who's out there today. With the ball. Oh, no, it's Jolie Jacoby. Sorry. Teresa is number 13.
Great job on the offensive boards there by Riley Crampton as she got behind the North defender and goes up with a layup. And
so 21-13. Merrimack enjoying their biggest lead of the game. They're up 8. As we have a fresh 8 minutes up on the board. And there's
Wow.
a refreshing long three-point attempt and a make by Danielle Upton.
Yeah, as we talked about early in the first half, if they can spot the open player on the perimeter, they have some open looks, and Danielle Upton right there made Merrimack pay with the first three-pointer.
So it's a 5-point game after that three by Danielle. Alana Choate nearly poked that away from Sabrina Johnson, but she corralled the loose ball. Riley Crampton being guarded by Ariana Modavala. Pick and roll. Abby Yuan can't finish. Sabrina Johnson gets a long arm on the rebound, and a runner by Jacoby doesn't go.
Oh.
Foul.
Yeah, Jaden Smith had that in her hands and just couldn't squeeze it, and as a result, Merrimack gets the ball, goes up and is fouled. So Johnson's going to shoot a pair here.
Saw some pretty good free throw shooting so far in this game, and it continues. As Sabrina Johnson makes the first of two.
She was the leading scorer for Merrimack in the first half.
It's some nice sunshine filtering through the high windows here at the gym, but I think it's gone away now. I don't know if it's getting dark outside already. Probably is, right?
I would think so,
Is
yeah.
it 4:15?
Looking at about 4:15 right now.
That's another thing about
the winter.
The Northeast this time of year.
Yeah.
You get robbed of daylight, sunlight.
Merrimack extending some full court pressure here against Titans, and there with a great look.
Yeah, it was a nice idea, but Jaden Smith losing balance as she received that. Upton didn't really lock in visually, I think, on the basket before she launched that and left it short. Merrimack trying
They've got the numbers, and I'll tell you what I liked right there by Merrimack. Just recognition of where your teammate is. They didn't put the ball on the floor. They immediately just grabbed it and passed it. And that's something that, you know, if you see a little bit more out here.
Modavala in rhythm off the glass and in. Second time.
Again, did she call that one?
That Ariana has sank one off the glass today.
But a nice open look from the perimeter, and we said it earlier, and we keep saying it. These looks are open. They start making these shots. It's going to change the way this game is played.
Completely. 2 3-pointers by North in the third quarter here, and has changed the complexion of the game a great deal. They are only down by the one score, 22-19. Deflected off the fingertip of Sarah Wozniak on defense for Merrimack, so it's still North ball.
Jenna Chambers checks in for Julie Jacoby for Merrimack.
Gagnon bounce pass. Jaden Smith lost the handle for a moment. It's a clean block by Wozniak. In the left corner, Abby Yuan. Turnaround, that's blocked by Modavala.
Good hustle there by Johnson.
Yuan misses to the left. Players batting at the loose ball.
That's going to be a jump ball. Yeah, Jaden Smith reaching in there again, putting the ball on the floor usually doesn't result in good things happening. But nevertheless, Merrimack will retain possession here.
Turnaround.
Good drop step. Yeah, that was Johnson with a great looking drop step there into the middle of the paint. Finish.
5-point lead for Merrimack. Alana Choate might have had a chance to grab it and go right to the glass. Jaden Smith will do that baseline. Modavala working hard for that rebound. Can't get it to go, and it's out of bounds off Merrimack.
The Titans are going to need Choate to get aggressive here and drive to the hoop a couple of times. She's got to find her range, got to find her shot.
Alana Choate inbounds it to Jaden Smith. The runner, she gets fouled.
Yeah, she went into the middle of the paint. John went up with it, and Johnson fouled her.
Johnson, team second. Jaden Smith at the line, shooting 2.
And in and out.
A little too much mustard on that one for Jaden. Have to take something off this second shot. Right there, you saw Motivala go over the back.
And she got whistled for it.
And that's one of those fouls that you know when you're doing it. I shouldn't do that. I guarantee you she knows it. Catherine Carr checks in for Jaden Smith. Merrimack breaking the press. And again, the ball did not hit the floor until it crossed half court.
Effective. Twardowski's got it. Guarded closely by Upton. Momentarily, Riley Crampton was open. Twardowski thought about a shot, but Danielle Upton closed in quickly to prevent that.
It looks like they've picked up on that pick and roll move that Merrimack was utilizing earlier in the game. Some good switch defense there by the Titans.
Twardowski to her left.
And just as I said that, they do the pick and roll effectively.
Out of the 5 players on the court right now for Merrimack, it's Johnson. Sabrina Johnson looks like the go-to player for taking shots.
And she's their leading scorer with 9 right now, John. So she definitely has the hot hand.
Nobody seems really eager to catch and shoot for Merrimack. I'm trying to say is they're catchable if North can start hitting their shots.
Well, and this is where it gets interesting because right now, Motivala has 12 points for the Titans, and she is not on the floor.
Right.
So the Titans are going to have to find their offense from somewhere.
Underneath, Jordan Choate, number 25, playing the role of center right now. They don't have the heights in here, but she looks like she's a good 5'10", and she travels.
Going back to the play before, that was a great box out by Catherine Carr. Unfortunately for the Titans, they turned the ball over on a travel, so Merrimack will get possession back.
Twardowski gives it to Crampton, and now Jenna Chambers has it back to Twardowski.
There's the roll.
Pick and roll play.
Pick and roll again, couldn't finish, but it's there for Merrimack. And
Julia Gagnon gets called for the foul on Sabrina Johnson.
And I'll tell you right there too, John, the help is just not getting there, or it's getting there late, and as a result, North is getting called for some fouls from behind the play.
Jaden Smith checks back into the game. Julia Gagnon comes out. Third quarter action. Merrimack after that non-shooting foul.
Good steal there by Choate. She's off to the races. Let's see if she can finish.
And she cannot.
No. And that foul's going to go against Caitlin Lorendi.
Alana needs to practice that because she gives herself that opportunity several times a game.
Excuse me.
The steal and the sprint.
I apologize, John. That foul was not on Lorendi. It was on Merrimack. I apologize. Sorry, Caitlin.
Nice pass from Choate to Catherine Carr, but she can't get the open jumper for the right side to go. Jenna Chambers off of a pick, has an open look, misses. Rebound, Caitlin Lorendi. Caitlin has a path to the basket from the backside. Sabrina Johnson takes it away, still Titan ball.
That was good hustle by Johnson to get back on that transition defense to knock the ball away from Lorendi.
Yes.
A double pick set for Smith.
She'll take it off the glass.
She banks it for 2. Well, great use of the backboard for sure.
It's 3 times in this game, twice by Motivala, now by Smith. They've gone off the glass and in.
Oh, good up fake right there. And a finish. Yeah, that was Courtney Schaub. She up faked. Jaden Smith went airborne.
She rattles it home, and so it's a 5-point lead again for Merrimack. North had closed to within 3. There's a long shot for
Lorendi for 3.
3-pointer, a big one. It's a 2-point game now, 26-24, and this game's gotten a lot more exciting as North has gotten a hotter hand shooting here in the second half. And it's reflected on the scoreboard, just a 2-point game now.
All of this coming with Motivala off the floor, which is a good sign for the Titans.
It is. And Merrimack answers. They're up by 4 again.
Heather Rohr just found herself unguarded down on the low block and
Heather
goes
Rohr,
in for the easy layup.
her first 2 points of the game, making her presence felt. Sabrina Johnson fronting Jordan Choate, able to steal it away. Here's a pass up court to Twardowski, bounce pass. Found Jenna Chambers, but Jenna backs it out.
And Johnson seems to be everywhere for this Merrimack Tomahawk team.
Number 41 in blue, key player for the Tomahawks. Chambers to Twardowski, being guarded closely by Caitlin Lorendi, who just hit that big three-pointer. I was going to say that North had never led in the game. They would have a chance, but they didn't get the ball back with that 2-point game before Merrimack expanded it out to 4 again. Twardowski in the paint and finds a seam off the glass and in.
Nice kiss off the glass there for Twardowski.
And in an eye blinks, Merrimack's got a 6-point lead back and the ball back.
Chance for more.
Chambers takes it away from Jaden Smith, goes the distance. Alana Choate hustles back.
Good hustle there by Choate to get back on defense, knock the ball out of bounds and give the Titans a chance.
Sabrina Johnson will inbound it. Jenna Chambers being guarded by Jordan Choate. Twardowski. Courtney Schaub has got a basket in this third quarter. Chambers baseline, gets double teamed. Johnson nearly had it stolen away, but those long arms, she got to the ball first ahead of Caitlin Lorendi's tight D. Twardowski for an open three, hits it.
That was good patience and good ball movement by Merrimack. And that set up Twardowski for a 3-point shot.
There are 2 tees and 3 when Teresa Twardowski hits it, and she does there, and now Jenna Chambers adds to the lead. And just when you thought that the Titans had a hot hand shooting, Merrimack answers back in a big way, and they take a 9-point lead. They make that an 11-point lead. 11-point lead into the fourth quarter.
And we talked about this earlier. The game is close, and in a matter of, what, minute and a half, 2 minutes, back up to 11. So
yes, it was a 2-point game. It feels like 5 minutes ago. And now a much different story going into the fourth quarter. Merrimack flexing their muscles a little bit. They had beaten North on December 15th. This is the 28th, so 13 days ago. It was a 12-point win for the Tomahawks, and they're on pace to do that again.
Fully expect to see a heavy dose of Ariana Motivala here for this fourth quarter, John. Moving forward, she's the leading scorer for this Titan team, and wouldn't be surprised if she was on the floor for the duration here.
She should be rested as she enters the fourth quarter, but it's a big hill to climb.
I do not see her. Is she on the bench?
Yes. No, wait,
21, I don't see her.
No.
So, oh, maybe I do see her.
I do see
I
her,
see
yeah.
her, yeah.
Ariana
Okay.
is on the bench. Yeah, you wonder if she's hurt.
Could be. But the Titans have found some offense from some other players here, so that is a good sign. They'll have to start making some of their outside shots.
Catherine Carr hands it off to Julia Gagnon.
One thing you don't want to see is the
Time
Titans
out.
trying to force the ball into the paint.
Looks like Christina Bean, Coach Bean wants to draw up a play.
Yeah, she saw, I think what happened there, John, is Merrimack maybe set up in a different defense that maybe that North wasn't prepared for.
Could be right.
And you can't take those timeouts with you to the next game, so.
Well, you do have me wondering why Ariana Motivala is not back in the game. She got a good rest in the third quarter.
We don't have a sideline reporter here, huh? NashuaETV.
Yeah.
We need someone to go down there and.
Unfortunately not.
Give us a chance to talk about the great Chick-fil-A sandwich that we got here at the start of the game.
That was gratis. It was awesome.
Quality sandwich. Came at just the right time. Of course, Chick-fil-A, the sponsors here of the Holiday Festival Tournament here in Nashua.
We're doing 4 games here. It'd be nice to average a Chick-fil-A sandwich a game.
Boy, oh boy.
I think that one might have to last us for the 4 unless we go out in the concession stand between games. And that one gets away.
North will retain possession, yeah, so
Yep.
it must not have touched Upton on the way out of bounds. It must have been deflected by a tomahawk.
Alana Choate in
Wide
bounds.
open, great look, couldn't finish.
Yeah.
Yeah, Julia Gagnon found herself alone on the block.
Alana Choate sets up another
Nice
teammate.
job,
This
Upton.
time Daniel Upton converts.
Yeah, and you see the extended defense here by the Titans.
Sense of urgency here
Yep.
as they enter the 4th quarter down.
Remember
11.
that 10-second violation looming, but Merrimack breaks it. They have the numbers at 3-on-1 here. They kick it back out.
Twardowski.
There's that dribble drive kick out that Merrimack has had some success with, as well as the low pick and roll. And there it is again.
Loose ball. Merrimack gets called for the travel.
So Heather Rohr gets called for the travel there.
And here's Ari
Titans catch a break.
Motivala back in the game.
There we go. So no conspiracy theory.
No. You know, no injury, too. That's
right,
good.
that's a good sign.
Julia Gagnon to Danielle Upton. Baseline, walking a tightrope over there, finds Alana Choate in the corner. He's trying to move to a better position.
Good skip pass from Alana.
Daniel Upton did a nice job to catch that, and so did Ariana Motivala on a tough rebound. She gets fouled on the way to the basket.
Yeah, and just like that, John, Motivala gets her hands on the ball and drives to the hoop. 3 tomahawks surrounding her. She gets fouled.
So good things happen, and she's at the line trying to make some key free throws here with her team down by 9. Make it 8. Still a lot of minutes to be played. A full
wholesale change here for Merrimack.
substitution
Yep.
for the Tomahawks. And Ari can't make that one. It's rebounded by Abby Yuan from Merrimack. Down court come the Tomahawks.
Good pass.
DeFossis basket.
It's just a matter of knowing where your teammates are,
Sarah.
recognizing that.
Sarah Wozniak, number 14, with the put in. Julia Gagnon for 3.
Bang. Again, you dribble drive, and the Titans are standing unguarded on the perimeter.
That's keeping North very much in the game, down 7 with 5:45 to go. In the paint, nice play by Merrimack. They answer right back again.
They're getting the number situation. It's a 2-on-1. They drive to the hoop, and the defender has to decide, do I extend the defense? If so, the bounce pass will be wide open. A great reverse layup there by Choate, and a good look.
Spectacular basket for Alana Choate. Timeout. Merrimack takes the timeout. So 7-point game still. And how about Alana Choate? I mean, she got within inches of the rim with that reverse lay-in. Highlight basket for sure. Coach Christina Bean is talking to her team, as you can see. Tim O'Neill, the cameraman here on NashuaETV, with us for all 4 games. We're doing the Holiday Festival Basketball Tournament 2017, all the Nashua games. We're doing the boys and girls for North and South. And the games, fortunately, are in succession on the schedule, so we can do that right through the 6:30 p.m. game later. No bounce passing for Merrimack, but unfortunately, the final recipient on that trip down the court, Sam Page, lost her footing and got called for the travel. So they really moved the ball smartly, but kind of a trip or a stumble at the very end cost them a turnover. And here's Ari Motivala trying to capitalize and get it down to a 5 or even a 4-point game. A strip.
Yeah, just
Abby
that.
Yuan with the steal.
Nashua North has to get back on defense. It's a 4-on-2 here, and they do.
McKenna DeFossis, number 24, This is Jolie Jacoby spinning around.
Oh, the backdoor cut. Well executed by Merrimack. Can't get it to fall.
Juan got fouled. An offensive rebound was a big one.
Number 14, Julia Gagnon.
Julia Gagnon got called for the foul, the team's 6th foul.
Abby Juan at the line, shooting 2.
Yeah, Juan will shoot 2 here for Merrimack. Gets very quiet.
Yeah, it's like basketball church.
Serious.
Yeah. It reminds me I didn't go to church every time there's a free throw in a high school basketball game. Abby Yuan will try to hit both of these shots to give the Tomahawks a 9-point lead back. She missed the second one, and jump ball arrow favors Merrimack.
And that's good hustle right there by McKenna DeFosis. She forced the jump ball, so Merrimack retains possession. Chance to go up by 10 or more here.
Tomahawks just won't let North go on a run, Jason, that they need to even up this game.
Yeah, you're right.
One shot, and now the rebound wrestled away by Danielle Upton.
Good job by Upton there, waiting for the ball to be brought down and grabbing it, taking it to the hole. Good drive, nothing to show for it. She does get the rebound, and she gets fouled.
Good hard work by Danielle after her miss. She will go to the line.
Fouls number 24, McKenna DeFosis.
No, she won't. It's a non-shooting
No, I guess
foul.
not.
Not
Okay.
a penalty yet.
Not,
Only 14 fouls on Merrimack.
yeah, there's
Was
a
she in the act of
discrepancy
shooting?
here. The scores table just said 1 and 1, but
She'd have to be in the act of
Yeah.
shooting, I think.
no, it can't be 1 and 1 with only
5 fouls on
Well,
the team.
There you go.
Checking
Yeah.
in for the Titans, number 1.
They're not in the
Caitlin
penalty
Lorendi.
yet. Caitlin Lorendi checks back into the game. Lana Cho looking for a teammate to pass to. Is able to find Carr. Catherine fouled.
Yeah, Sam Page put her hands down, and
Fouls number 24.
That's
excuse
the
me,
6th team foul.
DeFosis rather.
Team 6.
Katie Carr with a chance to cut this thing to 6.
2 shots, says referee Brad Sapanis. In and out.
They look good going up.
Yeah.
Gets
That
the
one
second.
looked good going down. This is nothing but net from Catherine Carr. She hits her second free throw to make it a 7-point
great
game.
job.
Alana Choate with that athleticism again, able to steal.
Alana skied for that one.
Danielle
Three-pointer.
Upton left it short. Catherine
Oh,
Carr
yeah.
got clocked coming in. It was an accident, but took maybe
Took a
an elbow to the
clothesline, I
face.
think, there. Yeah, she hustled in the paint for that rebound and
Number 12, St.
was
Page.
rewarded with a forearm to the throat, it looked like.
That's a shooting foul.
Yeah.
Checking in for the Tomahawks.
I believe it's
number
a-
41, Sabrina
Is it 2
Johnson.
shots or 1 and 1?
It is going to be 2 shots, I believe. Nope.
You're right. Yep.
That was a 1-and-1 situation.
Yeah.
That was 1-and-1,
It's
yeah.
funny, the official put up
We
2 like that.
only had one
Right.
hand, maybe, because no, that's 1-and-1. That'd be 2.
Right.
Misses, but follows her shot. Good backdoor cut.
How'd she
And
get that to
one.
go? Ariana Modavala with a twisting, turning basket in the paint.
And a great pass delivered to her. Oh, you got a 2-on-1 here from Merrimack. Good
In and
discipline.
out.
Good discipline right there, John. Excuse me, by Catherine Carr. Not to move her feet, just stood tall.
Right. And Danielle Upton with a chance to make it a 2-point game. Has it taken away momentarily by Abby Wan. She got it back. What's the whistle for?
Taken by the
Timeout by the
Timeout by the Titans. Okay.
You almost felt like, I think probably Coach Bean felt like maybe I should call a timeout as soon as we made it a 4-point game, because it seems like no sooner do you get the score down that Merrimack goes back and answers back with force, but they were able to get the miss and the rebound, and
Right.
chance here to make it a 2-point game, maybe a 1-point game.
You know, I think you bring up a good point. I also think Coach Bean is saying, you know, we just got the ball. We have a chance to cut into the lead.
Yeah.
You're not going to score all the points on one possession.
Right.
Let's have calm heads. Let's run our sets. Let's run our offense. Get the best possible shot. We still have over 3.5 minutes to play here, so we're not going to win this game in the next 30 seconds. It's going to take the next 3.5 minutes to win it. Let's play with calm heads. So.
Right. Yeah, you get the sense that it's as if it was a foot race, and they're trying to make up, you know, a huge distance in a very short period of time. You still got 3 minutes and 35 seconds of basketball to go.
One possession at a time, I'm sure, was the message here, and they got the ball in the hands of their best player right now for the day. Good movement by the Titans. That was really good ball movement. 4 Titans touched the ball in that possession, and the ball rarely hit the floor.
Abby Yuan, number 30 for Merrimack, she's a tough defender.
Yeah.
You give her any chance, any look at the ball, she'll poke it away from you or take a rebound away. Makes you earn every basket down low, especially. Choate up top. Caitlin Lorendi. Look left, goes right. Motivala has it, going to work. Against Juan, gets it inside, denied.
Yeah.
McKenna
Good defense
DeFossis.
there by DeFossis as she reached over the top of Jaden Smith and knocked it out of bounds. Otherwise, it was an easy 2.
Alana inbounds it to Caitlin Lorendi.
You want to stay out of that corner if you're the Titans.
Alana checking her teammates moving without the ball. Ends up in the hands of Motivala. Smith, baseline, very little room, and she stepped out.
Yeah. But again, I think the message was clear there. Good patience in your offensive set. Make good choices. They turned the ball over, but there was some good ball movement there.
2:45 to go. Merrimack with the ball and a 4-point lead, and it's out of bounds off of Danielle Upton.
Yeah, Upton almost off to the races there, just went off her fingertips.
Key possessions here. In only a 4-point game, Sabrina Johnson finishes the left-handed lay-in. 6-point lead for Merrimack.
They just run some nice back screens off of that and go into the basket, finding the open player. Merrimack's made a living off of it this game.
Motivala won with the clean block.
Yeah, just as you said earlier, John, is Juan a good on-ball defender and denies Motivala there. Oh boy.
Ariana's going to track it down. Choate trying to inbound it there, saw that all of her teammates were covered. Did a good job of not getting called for the 5-second violation. Danielle Upton has hit a 3-pointer in this contest and would love to do it again, but she's got some tight defense to deal with.
With the underhanded scoop shot there, did Upton. Fouled on her way to the hole, so she's going to shoot a couple.
2:05 remaining. Danielle's thinking it'd be nice to make these and get it down to a 4-point game. Hits the first. Anything could happen here in the last 2 minutes. Actually, it'd be a 5-point game if she makes them. 6.
Came up just short, did Danielle on the second shot, so the lead is now 5.
It is 5.
Good quick hands there by Choate, but possession maintained by the Tomahawks. Good help defense on the baseline.
Upton comes away with the loose ball. Choate pushing the pace. 1:40 to go. North trailing by 5. 3-point attempt for Upton, and it's good. It's a 3-point game, a 2-point game. 42-40. The 3-pointer for Danielle Upton. She steals it. Danielle with a chance to tie. Gets fouled.
Yeah, great job there by the Titans, showing good patience. And that started with Caitlin Lorendi, was down low, used her pivot foot well on a jump stop, and found Upton trailing at the top of the three-point line, nailed the three, get the ball on a turnover, and just like that, it's a 2-point game with 1:24 to play.
Merrimack had an 11-point lead entering this fourth quarter. Down to 1. 42-41.
And you knew it was a matter of time before Upton started scoring and some of these other kids started getting involved.
Daniel Upton's shooting has made a huge difference in this game. She has a chance to tie it up with this free throw, and she does. Danielle Upton accounting for 5 points in about 20 seconds. Has tied the game 42-42. It's a 2-on-1 though for the moment. You wonder why they didn't go for it there, Jason.
It seems like it's been the story of the game. It always has been a numbers advantage for Merrimack.
But they didn't take advantage there. Yuan with kind of a wild runner gets a rebound
And
back.
I'll tell you what happened right there, John. There's 3 Titans underneath the basket, and none of them come up with that rebound. Yuan comes down with it, and as a result, she gets fouled, and she'll go to the line to try and break this tie.
Opportunity missed on the defensive board there.
You've got to grab that ball if you're North.
So Merrimack with the best chance to break this tie now with Abby Yuan at the line.
Rainmaker.
It's the first one. Yeah, everybody's got their own individual style. Isn't it like snowflakes watching people shoot free throws?
Yeah, 'tis the season. Snowflakes it is.
Yeah, and the variations start right from the beginning, where how you spin the ball, how many times you bounce it.
It's all a matter of
different.
Your routine.
Good
nice rebound right there by Upton.
Working hard for that one. Danielle Upton, chance to tie or go ahead for the first time in this game. North with a huge opportunity. Upton just miss. Rebound North. Upton gets fouled. She has a chance to shoot free throws for the lead with 49 seconds to go.
What happened right there is Motivala and Lorendi both crashed the boards, and that ball ends up falling into Upton's hands, so she's going to go to the line with a chance to take the lead for the Titans.
Merrimack defeated North 13 days earlier this month by 12. The game is tied 43-43 with 49 seconds to go. I don't know if North led ever in that first meeting, but this could be the first time they've led in 2 games.
It'd be the first time today for sure, right?
Yep.
And they do.
They do. 44-43. Less than a minute to go. Now Merrimack feeling the pressure of needing to score for the first time this season in meetings between these two teams.
North's got to get back. And they call a timeout. Wow, they had a 3-on-1 advantage there, John, and they called timeout. Maybe.
I think I would have let that play out if I was Merrimack, You had the numbers advantage going again because you sacrifice with the full court press. You give up on the back end.
Yeah, but, maybe they don't want to give North that last shot either. We'll see how that works out. We mentioned Danielle Upton earlier. She has 13 points here in the second half, all in the second half. Was held scoreless in the first half.
Yeah, that is the difference in the game.
And I would like to add too that both of these teams, they seem to be pretty comfortable at the foul line too, at the free throw line. They're making their free throws.
I'm sure we have 10 fouls on Merrimack, 7 fouls on North. So anytime there's a foul, people are going to the free throw line.
That's right. That's right. Got some dancers here in the stands getting after it. The Chick-fil-A Holiday Festival Tournament in Nashua. Somewhere around here there's a dancing cow.
Yeah, that's true.
Rumor had it Tom King was wearing that costume, but
he would love to wear that at the Conway Arena to stay warm.
I'm sure he would, yes. A lot warmer here in the Belanger gym.
And it has the competition is heated up considerably. As you can see the score, 43-42 off of
And that went off Merrimack. And I'm going to tell you right there what happened. They run the same play all day long, but this time, Catherine Carr stuck with the roll to the backside, and as a result, that ball goes off Merrimack. Great job defensively by the Titans on a play that has beaten them all day. They finally seem to have solved it.
Made the adjustment, anticipated the same play, and thwarted Merrimack's effort to retake the lead. Motivala facing a triple team.
They got to get the ball over half court, maybe call a timeout. And they did.
They did.
Very smart. That was going to be a 10-second violation, no question.
Coach Christine Bean calling the timeout as the seconds ticked away, nearly a 10-second backcourt violation. Sure, they were like a second or two away.
I had almost counted 10 myself, and just over half court standing all by herself was Caitlin Lorendi, but I'm sure, at the time they just couldn't see over all those hands. There were 6 hands up in the air, and good call by Coach Bean to take that timeout right there. 26.5 seconds to play. Nashua with a 1-point lead here in the fourth quarter.
So it'll be Nashua North ball with the lead and 26 seconds to go in a league where there is no shot clock. So there is the potential where North does not have to take a shot. They could try to dribble out, pass, or run out this game. Let's see what they elect to do. Choate inbounds at Ariana Motivala. Dribbles past one and got fouled. So she'll go to the line.
That was close to being a travel, but Motivala gets pushed, and so she'll go to the line. That actually might work out in Merrimack's favor if these shots get missed. We'll see.
Yeah, some pressure free throws here for Ari Motivala. With 21 seconds to go, number 21 is at the line.
So maybe not a bad foul to take.
First one is a miss.
This next shot, very important for North and Motivala.
Because if she makes it, it's a 2-point game. And only a 3-pointer by Merrimack would take the lead next time down the floor.
Huge shot there from Motivala.
45-43. Full court press being put on by North.
North has got to get back. Another 2-on-1 situation again.
Choate does get back, but a runner ties it by Jolie Jacoby.
10 seconds to go here.
Choate pushing at a basket would win the game.
Plenty of time.
Caitlin
Don't
Lorendi.
force it.
And 2 seconds to go. We have a foul against.
No, he didn't.
Oh. This is going to give an opportunity to Merrimack to hit one free throw and win the game.
I'll tell you right now, that's a tough call. That is a situation. Tough call.
That is what you do not want to do. You do not want to foul in a tie game when both teams are in the penalty with 2 seconds left on the offensive end of the floor. Because there really was no realistic way that Merrimack.
They weren't going to go the length of the floor in 1.2 seconds and score. Coach Bean having a conversation with one of the officials right now about the call. That 1-on-1 misses. They got the rebound. We are going for overtime. Extra basketball here at the Belanger Gym.
Wow. And, you think back the opportunity that North had to win that game. They had the ball.
Had the ball and 5 seconds to play.
You call a timeout there with 10 seconds?
I think I just pull it back. And, again, it's that internal clock in your head saying, I know when I catch this ball, I have 5 seconds left, not 1 second. And so what a world of difference 4 seconds makes, right? But, again, high school kids, you're amped up, you're excited, all this good stuff happening, a chance to win the game. And, I would say this. I would say that Nashua North has earned the right to have some extra basketball here. They battled back in that second half, and Danielle Upton, a primary reason for that, along with Ariana Motivala carrying the team in the first half. So,
yeah, I think if Caitlin Lorendi maybe had to do it over again, instead of just kind of like rushing the shot.
And in her defense, she probably thought, this is it. The buzzer's going to sound.
Yeah.
And, listen, the fact that you have a freshman out there in a situation like this speaks volumes about the kind of player that she is and the trust that Coach Bean has in her. So, and she's out there to start this overtime period for a reason.
Overtime period is 4 minutes.
4 minutes.
Which is like half a quarter.
Exactly right, sir. Good job.
Yeah, I know. It's like, it seems like a lot. Exactly, is what I'm saying. But I guess, what do they play NHL overtimes? What are those?
It's a regular.
5 minutes? I think it's 5 minutes.
Well, it's 3 on 3, right? Is it 4 on 4?
4 on 4 for like 5 minutes, which is 1/4 of a quarter. So, in other words, like I'm surprised it's not 2 minutes instead of 4, but here we go.
Well, A little extra basketball. Fans getting their money's worth.
That's right.
Chick-fil-A, sell some more sandwiches.
Exactly. Danielle Upton changes direction, splits the seam, off the glass, gets her miss.
Got her
Blocked.
own rebound.
Triple
jump
team,
ball.
jump ball. Abby Wan's not going to let you take a shot in there.
Yeah, possession's going to go to Merrimack here.
Yep.
So
Merrimack with the next best chance to break the 45-45 tie.
And nobody back for Nashua North. And all day long, the way that Merrimack has broken this press.
Twardowski.
That was coast to coast, uncontested. We call that broken coverage in football.
Yeah.
I don't know what that was, but it seems like whatever it is, Merrimack's been doing it all game long.
Alana Choate.
Oh, well done there. Good look by Choate. That's going to be a 1-on-1 situation for Choate right there.
She'll go to the line. Team
Nope.
down by 2.
Or is it? It's 1-on-1, I believe, yeah. Nope, 2 shots.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think they're double bonus
I see it
penalty
now, yeah.
situation. 10 fouls. Nice shot.
Nice shot by Choate there.
Has a chance to tie it here at 47. Big free throw for Alana Choate. Hits
Nice
both of them.
make by Choate.
Pressure free throws. Alana Choate makes them both. Ties the game at 47. Now a chance to possibly get a turnover here and take the lead for the Titans.
And again, a 2-on-1 situation for
Overthrown.
Merrimack.
Twardowski does a good job of corralling it. A good pass. She was off to the races again.
If I'm Nashua North, I might take a look at this press that I'm utilizing and how Merrimack's breaking it, and maybe think twice about keeping it on.
Oh, this is Jolie Jacoby, number 3, that had the chance at the breakaway. Twardowski is out there also, number 13, with it. Sarah Wozniak driving.
Good hands right there by Upton.
Danielle Upton with the steal, and nearly a steal for Jacoby. Lorendi gets it ahead to Alana Choate. If North scores here, they will take the lead here in overtime.
It's a good job by Choate, realizing she didn't have the numbers. She backed it out. North patient in their offensive set. Oh, she had it.
Dribbled it off her knee, unfortunately, and it's a turnover. Merrimack in a 47-all game. As we get down to the 2-minute mark, Tomahawks looking for the open shot. Best scorer for Merrimack.
Yeah, travel they're called on
Sabrina Johnson.
on Johnson, who's been a force inside all night long here. So 1:57 to play in the extra frame. Locked up at 47.
The North Titans with a chance to move on in the winner's bracket here in the Holiday Festival Basketball Tournament of 2017 with a huge comeback to get to this point, but they cannot get the go-ahead basket. Instead, Sabrina Johnson pushes the pace, drives, and makes the shot. 49-47, Merrimack retakes a lead.
Yeah, the transition defense for North is something that has to be of concern for Coach Bean moving forward here.
Danielle Upton trying to take it ahead. Three-pointer is good. 50-49. North takes the lead.
Upton with a huge shot.
Wow.
We were
Danielle
playing.
Upton.
I'll tell you a little story after this, John.
Fantastic game. Jacoby tries one left.
Big
and short.
rebound.
Catherine Carr gets it.
And a foul.
Motivala will go to the line. Ariana got fouled in the backcourt. And a chance to add to this lead here. Ariana Motivala could give her team a 3-point lead with a minute to go. Getting back to Danielle Upton.
Well, so we were playing soccer last week, and Danielle Upton was in my class.
player.
And, you know, I was telling her, I'm like, hey, Danielle, you got a game tonight. Take it easy a little bit. And she's like, no, I'm going. And she played. Nice make there.
2-point lead for
She
North.
played as hard in that phys ed class as she does out here. So when you're a competitor, whether it's, you know, in a phys ed class or a sports team or even in the classroom, you know, she gets after it pretty good. That fell short.
2-point lead for North with a minute to go. Sabrina Johnson. Abby Yuan.
don't think Merrimack's going to play for the last shot here.
No, Jacoby's going to launch it.
That's over the back.
Gets
Not
the
called.
miss back.
Rebound there by Motivala.
She gets triple teamed in the corner, and it gets taken away. Sabrina Johnson gets fouled.
Oh, no.
Wow. What a turnaround for Merrimack. Ariana Motivala had the ball in the corner, and maybe you call a timeout in that situation.
There, yeah.
Instead, a three-point play in the making here for Sabrina Johnson and Merrimack. If Sabrina makes this free throw, the Tomahawks will be up by 1 with 36 seconds left.
I tell you, though, I still
dramatic lead changes.
Definitely a big three-point play potential here, but that rebound's important. And guess who?
Abby Yuan gets it.
And she gets fouled. Oh, timeout, Merrimack.
Merrimack coaching staff calling timeout alertly.
Yep.
A full timeout. 51-51. Merrimack with possession in the offensive end.
Boy, Yuan, we talked about the first game we saw today, how important the offensive rebounding was for Nashua South. And same can be said here for Merrimack with Abby Yuan.
Game of the tournament so far, as far as we're concerned, 51-51 in the overtime period with 32 seconds to go. And you know, we're in danger or in possibility, if you're Jason, because he loves bonus basketball, of double overtime. You never know.
It could happen. Does that mean another chicken sandwich? I think that's the big question.
That should be in the contract.
When you're in bonus basketball, does that constitute a Chick-fil-A sandwich?
It should, absolutely.
Just saying, just thinking out loud here.
It should be an overtime special.
So a couple of big shots here for Abby Yuan.
Yeah.
Oh, no shots on the floor.
Straight timeout on the possession.
They're not in the, okay. Yep, my fault. It was a timeout, you're right.
Alana Choate guarding Jolie Jacoby inside. Look out, Johnson's got it. The scoop shot.
That was a great play designed by Merrimack. Unfortunately, North comes with it. She doesn't have to shoot here.
Choate going for it. And Johnson, the big rebound. 14 seconds to go. 51-51, a 2-on-1. Good non-call, I think. Out of bounds off Alana Choate.
I think,
8 seconds to go.
I wonder if Alana had to do that over again, if she pulls that out and maybe plays for the last shot instead of forcing it without numbers underneath to rebound.
Right, it's a tie game, right?
Hindsight's 20/20. They set up a nice play right there.
Johnson with the runner gets fouled, and that could be the game.
Yeah, that was
53-51 advantage. Johnson, I mean, that will be Riley Crampton going to the line. It was Riley Crampton with the driving layup. That could be the game winner.
Yeah, and again, you look at the play prior to that one and say, again, hindsight's 20/20. It's a wonderful thing to look back and say, what if? 3-point play there.
And that means that North's got to think about a three-pointer to try to put this game into double overtime.
No problem. No problem. You got to go the length of the floor here in 5.3 seconds.
Yeah, it's clearly who they want to go to.
And you know, I think you give a couple of options, and Motivella, Upton.
Yeah.
Obviously, Jaden Smith can shoot as well, and Caitlin Lorendi has a three-pointer tonight as well, and Alana can shoot if she has to. The big question is, if you're Merrimack, what are you telling your team right now? Look, don't foul the shooter on that three-point shot, because it quickly becomes a 4-point play. Real good basketball game here, though.
Very good game. If you're a North fan, you are playing the hindsight game that Jason's talking about. It was there. The lead was there for the taking at 51 all in possession in a game where you don't have a shot clock. You can play for that last shot. Trying to get it down court and get a shot away. Daniel Upton not able to get it.
That's going to do it, Tried for the home run ball there to try and get a three-pointer. You have to do it with only 5 seconds left. And unfortunately for the Titans, they come up just short. But definitely made some strides from the first loss. Of course, we only know it was a 12-point loss. We don't know how that loss occurred. But this is a game the Titans could have won.
Well, the game every bit as close as the score indicates. 54-51. Credit North with coming back from 11 points down to take it to overtime and to nearly win it. For Jason Roby, our cameraman Tim O'Neill, I'm John Collins. Thanking you for watching. We'll have more exciting basketball from the Holiday Festival tournament here in Nashua 2017 coming up on Nashua ETV.